Hello guys! So today we are doing this Lego skull character here. For that, as always, we are going to use our Fold Pro earbuds. And just like pick and flick, you know, like a whip shading motion. Just give a little light tone around here. Really light, just to so it's not like all empty, you know. And here you can go a little bit more dark on this end. Yeah, seems good, right? So let's continuing this area. We are going to do like a small let me just here the paper. In this area we're going to do like a small light base coat around everything, and then we are going to start darkening this area here. For now it's just a really light coat, okay? And gradually you are going to build up here the tones. This is a little bit tricky. Because we only have like this a little bit darker tones until the middle of this section, so we can't push that much. Just lightly going over and over just to build these tones. Can't do something really harsh. It's really light. Something like this, okay? I don't know if you can see clearly on the video. Just could miss a little bit more here. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. And this section is also done. We are starting from the top, okay? Now, let's get to the proper skull face here. This area will be all black, so no problem at all with our hand pressure, because this should be black. you are going to start to develop here the transition, because all this area here is way darker. And there's also, even being dark, we also start also with a light layer and start from there, okay? Because that's not black, that's just dark. That's the difference. We are going to leave here a little highlight around the dark area, okay? So you have to be really careful not to stipple over it. Now start building up these tones. We can go even further, a little bit. Okay. Also here beneath this, like the mouth, or I don't know, it's also black. No, it's here. Okay. I was almost keeping myself in trouble here, but I could fix it. It's like the cheekbone. Okay. And now we can fade away this black area. So it's not like really stuck thing. Okay. Giving some definition to the face. Here we are going also to, this should be almost black as well. So what we are going to do is try to fade out. Okay. So you can define the neck. This is like the cast shadow of the neck, right? That's why we don't fill the whole neck in pure black. So we can create like a little contrast here, okay? Hello. Hello, Renata. Nice to have you here. What do you think about today's drawing? Really careful here around this teeth. Thank you. Okay. Now, let's go for the eyes. That's also all black. So no problem here. Just trying to condense all the little points, going back and forth or in small circles. That's the way some my tattoos. Also this eye. Okay, and of course the nose. This is just like the areas that are going to be like blacked out. Nice. Now let's start the shading here on the face. This is a little bit tricky. This is like the trickiest part of the whole design, just because it's the main focus of attention when someone looks at something. It's like the face or the eyes. In this case, it should be the face, right? And the rest of the body is fairly easy to deal with. So this thing is really the hardest part right now. We'll start with a small light. Shading. We're going just to accentuate a little bit more this line. Okay. Giving a little bit more here. Here as well. This is really tricky because it's really small, the area, so the possibility of screwing up is really big. Let's say it this way. Okay. Now we are going to do a little bit here. Almost without touching. To leave those highlights there just to increase the contrast of everything, because this is really light, so we don't want to exaggerate that much. Okay, it's almost done, the face, and I'm really happy how it's turning out. Now just for the, here we are going also to leave a little bit of an edge around the nose. Okay, and I guess that's perfectly fine as it is. Okay, now let me just consolidate this edge here, doing a little bit of shading here. Light one. That's perfect. Okay. Now for the front piece here, we are going to leave here a little highlight to separate the top part from the front. Okay. And now we can stipple freely, but well, keep in mind that's fairly light, okay? Okay, just a little white layer. We can already do the heart here. This should be all black. Done. Now let's deal with the soft gradient here on the front panel. Trying to create a really soft gradient. It's going to get a little bit more. I guess for now that's good. If we need to be darker, then we'll revisit this area later on. So let's go for the side area, and this should be really dark. I'm going to now use these edges to help us to define the shape. It should be fairly dark here on the top, and eventually you're going to smooth out towards the bottom, okay? If this interests you, the stapling technique, feel free to visit my YouTube page. You have my YouTube channel. You have there a free course on stippling. And if you are interested also on the gear I'm using to do this, this is a tattoo machine with a stippling with a ballpoint pen cartridge. You can get this as well. This machine is called the Dragonhawk Fold Pro. And you can get this with a nice discount. You can use my code or not. But if you do, you get a 10% discount. And I also get a little kickback for helping selling their machines. It's a good machine. If it wasn't, I wasn't doing this with this machine, so it's a fairly good machine. Even better for tattooing because it has a really hard hit. I'm trying to leave this area a little bit lighter, so you can notice like this rounding, you know. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Let's continue here, and here we have also a really dark area contrasting with this stuff. So the same will apply here. We will darken up this area, this top area, and then going to smooth out a little bit towards the bottom part. Not a lot, like we did here. Just it's not that flat, you know. Giving it a little bit of tridimensional sense. So we keep cross-hatching. Cross-hatching. It's like do it this way, then you move. You do on the opposite way, like this. Then you move. You do on another way. So this, you can be sure that your points are spread evenly, and you can see any direction. At least at the first glance, you can see it. Okay. We'll just reinforce here this line just a little bit. Have to darken a little bit more here, okay? Because it's still too light. Like this tone should be like in the front, so you have to darken a bit more. Okay, that's better. Okay, now let's go towards the front. Let me just darken it a little bit more. I guess it's too bright, no? Not like this. Now here on the front we have also a light base here. Okay. Trying to be really careful with this cross-hatching because we don't want that to be really defined and really dark, just to encapsulate just to hide the direction of the point, so you have to be really careful with this. Okay. Now, this panel here should be white. I don't know if I'm going to leave it white. I'll continue with other panels and I'll see if it should be like that or if I just do it a little bit of stippling, just to a little light layer. If it needs contrast, I'll leave that like that in white. If not, I'll just give a little because here we have this thing all black. I'm really digging into, I'm enjoying how it's looking. What do you guys think? like there's projects that I do that obviously doesn't end up like I was imagining. For example, yesterday project wasn't that nice, for me at least. But this one I'm really digging how it's looking. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Now we are going to do, since we are already here, we are going to do the same as here, just like a light layer around the front. Carefully cross-hatching, just don't overdo it. Yeah, that's it. As with here, we are going to leave for now these spaces open, just to see if it's needed something more contrasty or not. So let's work here on the front legs. Here for now it's like a base layer, okay? And we are going to darken up from here to almost at the middle, but much more darker. Right here enough. Something like that. Yeah. And looking at this, I think I'm going to leave that space open, just to create that much contrast. I think it's better. The same will happen here. First starting with a light base. Okay, and then starting to cross-hatching here on the top to create that fading effect. It's always tough to do two equal things here, trying to match. But I guess that's fairly identical one leg to another. Right. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So let's keep going. Now we have here, this was wrong, we have here like this, and here like this, and now that we have a curve, okay, sorry, hello, Arlosita, let me just try to, oops, oh sorry, I messed up, wait, okay, let me just try, oh I can see, come on, I'm dealing here with the chat. I can see properly the chat. Let me see if I can extend it a little bit more. I can't. No, I can't. Oh, god damn it. Well, that's it. Forget about it. I'm sorry, Renata, I can't see. Keep trying. Oh, okay, keep trying. Yeah. Of course. And now, here we have underneath some really dark area to break here with the front panel. But since this is like a cylindrical shape, it's also a little bit tricky. So what we are going to do here, we have to slowly try to develop try to build the tone, okay? So we are going to start, as always, with a base layer. Okay, let me just cross hatch it. Perfect. And now we have to darken up this area here and this area here, okay? And this will be like the tricky part, trying to smooth things up in a really small and tight space. Yeah, that's fairly nice here from the downside. I guess that's really nice. Now here from the top, let's do the same. Yeah, that's good enough, right? Just going to do another passing with a cross hatch. It could be lighter. Well, it could be lighter in the middle, for sure. It could be way lighter, but don't see that much as an issue as well. So yeah, these areas are really tricky to deal with. And here we'll just apply it a really thin and light layer, okay? Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Now, let's go for these hands. And this hand should be this part of the hand at least should be black. It's in a shadow, and that will help us to create some contrast with the rest, the remaining stuff that you already shaded. Okay. Also, this inside part should be black. Okay, and now you just apply it a little shading overall. Yeah. Now let's go for this part, the sleeve, and here. We'll start here from dark, here on the left, on the right, let's say, and just do a little fade towards the rests. Yeah, that's cool. Here, let's also do like a light shading overall. Okay. And then we are going to develop the tones against the frontal panel, right? To create that contrast. like that. Hi, Lily. You were there before, right? On my lives. I kinda remember your name. I know why. But you kinda was stuck with me. All good? Okay. Yeah. Let's go for the other arm. And the same here. We are going just to leave here a little highlight. Okay. No, this is been a really fun live today. At least this project has been really fun to do. That's not that difficult. That's not that easy. Also, it has some tricky parts here and there. Mostly because the areas are a little bit small. I could scale it up a little bit more, but yeah. But I'm liking how it's going. Now this area should be here with a soft transition, a bit darker but softer one, and now we are going to do this general light base around everything, okay? And now we are going to develop here the curvature of the hand. Okay, looks good. Now, for the bottom of the sleeve here, this is black. Also, this area is a little black, and we have to do here soft transition. That's look okay. Okay, so we just have this arm missing. Let's go for this final stage here. Again, as also, let's start by doing a light stippling base. Okay. Now, you'll have here and we are going just to darken up a little bit more here. Just a tad. Okay. Fair enough. And now we are going to also darken up a lot this side. Mostly by using like vertical strokes, accompanying, following like the direction of the arm. So you can just cross hatch a little bit. I really don't like to see like the directional points. Well, and it's coming to an end. This was a really quick and really fast swipe here. The subject wasn't that difficult as well. What you thought about this? Again, if you want to learn a little bit more about this technique, I have a full course for free on my YouTube. Check that out on Stippling. Also, if you want to know how to get this machine to do this kind of stuff, it's a Dragonhawk Volt Pro Ear Up the Horse. You have a discount code with my username with AnxiousSpokes10. You can see them that also in the description, or if you use the description code link, you'll get there through my referral link, so that's good also. And well, let me just check here. Okay, that's good. Hope you guys liked today's video. Hope it was fun for you. For me, it was really fun. I really liked how it came out. Thank you very much. In not a couple, but like in here, it's still morning, so at night here, so in 8-9 hours I'll be publishing another video. It will be a really concise one It's another video from my stippling stuff also. It's me stippling, well, not news. But will be a little more condensed than these lives. So it will be like around 10-ish minutes, between 10 or maximum 20, but I guess it will be around 10 minutes, where I only where you can hear like the really important stuff that I'm